Hi out there. It's me, Breanna, and you are listening to That Time We Got Reincarnated as an anime podcast, episode 8. You can find us at youtube.com/SaveTheGameMedia and podcast services. If you want to show Save the Game Media some extra love and get early access to all of our content, you can find us at patreon.com/SaveTheGameMedia. There is a bunch of tiers, including one that is free dollars, as in you can have a free trial for 7 days.
I thought you said $3, and I was
No.
like, "Is there?" I was like, "I don't think that's
No.
a thing."
No, free dollars.
free 99.
Yeah. Um, before we get on this whole rigmarole thing, you guys, I have something to tell you all. It is, as of day of recording, June 1st. Happy Pride Month. In celebration, I'm wearing my rainbow kufia. I'm wearing rainbow makeup. I've got rainbow nails. It's a good month. So happy Pride. Just wanted to say that to everybody. And yeah.
I'm colorblind. I can't tell any color that you're wearing. So
Are you like actually colorblind? Like, or
yeah.
like, sorry, let me clarify. Are you fully colorblind, or do you have like?
No. I have tryptanopia.
That's a big word.
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
It's like
Is it like?
it's like the bluish yellowish shades and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's the one.
Okay. It's blue blindness. It's a rare
Yeah.
form of color blindness that makes it difficult to distinguish between certain colors: blue and green, purple and red, yellow and pink, dark blue/violet and black, violet and yellow green, red and rose pink.
Yeah, so when I would play like Destiny or like any game with like loot, you know how it would drop in like rarities or whatever, I'd always be like, "Oh, cool, I got this color," and they'd be like, Kevin would be like, "What? That's garbage." I was like, "No, that's the good one for me." I was like, "It's okay." My favorite is like in school, people would be like, "Well, how do you know what color this is, like crayon is?" I'm like, "Well, it says the name of the color on the crayon. I can read still."
Yeah, I have my nails are a bunch of pastel colors, so it's really hard to tell. But my eyeballs, it's red, orange, yellow, green, more green, blue, indigo, violet. So it's like rainbow across. And my kafia is also a bunch of rainbow colors. So there you go. That's me helping.
Why I wear a lot of black. You know?
Yeah. I wear
black
a lot
goes with like everything.
That's fair. Except for the stuff that it doesn't. But
name one thing it doesn't go with.
Black and dark blue can sometimes not look good together.
I mean, I guess I don't really know.
All right, today we learned that Kyle has no sense of style.
Oh, we've known that for what, 2.5 decades, I think.
Yeah, no, listen, I'm not like, I wouldn't say you have no style. I will say most of the time I see you in like t-shirts and stuff, which you're home, like as you should be in like t-shirts and hanging out or whatever. But I will say you do own cardigans, which is more than a lot of people can say. So that's high fashion to me.
High fashion.
Yeah, for dudes, cardigans are high fashion.
Cardigans are comfy, especially if you get ones with like the pockets.
Yeah, trust me, I have over 40 cardigans now at this point. So
you know, it's not a cardigan, but I really like sweaters too. And I got I mean, it came with the when I bought this Megami and Konosuba shirt. I also bought a Genshin Impact like Klee themed sweater. But I like bought it a little bigger than I needed so that it would just be like nice and comfy to like hang out in.
The way to go.
I was like, this is so warm. I wish it wasn't 82 outside, but in winter it's gonna be great.
Yep, I have two settings with my clothes. They're either really tight and crop top, or they're like super oversized. Like I wear like really oversized clothing usually because it's just more comfortable.
That's how we get reincarnated as an anime fashion podcast.
You got it. The voice you're hearing, because I haven't introduced him yet, is my co-host and friend Kyle. Before we get started on all the anime stuff today, how are you today?
Oh, it's been a roller coaster of emotions today.
Yeah.
Just so many things.
Can we talk
But
about that
overall,
shirt though? Because I kind of want to buy that shirt. If they don't sell that shirt,
I mean,
no,
they do
not.
sell
I
this
mean,
shirt.
I do like your shirt, but I mean the jellyfish can't swim in the night shirt.
Oh, they're selling jellyfish can't swim in the night shirts.
Yeah, but that shirt
Um,
specifically that has the short sleeve and the long sleeve.
oh, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I
I
know
feel like
that's
they
what I'm saying.
should.
That's like a missed opportunity if they don't.
I'll have to look. I haven't looked at any of the latest like fashion releases for
Let me
that
know
series. Oh,
if
but
you
I
see
will.
it. I want it. Swim in
But other
the
than
night shirt.
fine, nothing too out of the ordinary. How are you?
I'm doing okay. There's, you know, uh, I have kind of I think I just kind of am like needing to not fully take a break from reading, but slow down just for a little bit because it's making my brain feel like it's starting to melt. Like I'm at
You're gonna
72
burn
books
yourself
now.
out.
Yeah, so I'm at 72 books now. And I am enjoying it's not like that I'm not enjoying the reading, but it feels like I'm not doing anything else. Which I mean, really, I'm probably
It's
not.
because you're not.
And so I'm like trying to like slow it down a little bit. I'm reading a new book series that I literally hate so far, so that should help me slow it down.
Maybe just don't read it.
You'd think that, but apparently, okay, so this is a series that's like 30 something books. I think it's like 35 total or something like that. And apparently, the most recent set of books, which I think is 5 or 6 books, is like some of the best writing ever.
You sound like those crazy people that are like, the game gets good 60 hours in.
I feel like those crazy people, but I think that I probably would have tapped out after that first book. I don't even think I would have finished that first book. I rated it genuinely like a 2 out of 5, which
Just don't read it. It's
it's
not worth
bad.
it.
It's bad.
It's not
You're
worth your
right, right.
time.
Hold on. But I'm reading it like one of my friends that I read books with is also reading this series. And she's like, we can be miserable together. And I was like, you're right. That is fun. And so I just text her all of my complaints. I'm like, I cannot believe
Just
like these
spark notes
people
it.
are so horrible to each other. Like it's like a enemies to lovers, but they're literally just enemies until they start making out. And I'm like, this isn't even like, and then I'm always like, ew. Like, because he's never like, "Oh, I like you." He's like, "You're the effing worst," and then like kisses her. I'm like, ugh.
Okay.
It really grosses me out sometimes. I'll have to send you like screenshot or take a copy of like one of the
Yeah,
scenes so you can enjoy because it's garbage.
it sounds it.
But
It
yeah,
really
so
sounds it.
that should help me slow down because the first
Yeah.
book was miserable and the next couple is 3 books instead of just 1. So
Yeah, slow
show me now.
down. You can watch some anime. You can play the new Elden Ring expansion.
Oh, it's we got a couple weeks, and I also never beat Elden Ring, so
I don't under I'm not getting into this again. Go to the next part. Just move on. I'm
just
not
keep
getting
going.
into this.
Okay, what have you been watching is our first official segment for the episode.
Cool.
I have not been watching anything crazy besides like the seasonal content. I will say I want to reiterate, please watch Delicious in Dungeon. It is so incredibly good. I am for everything else, I think I'm caught up on Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. I'm caught up on A Condition Called Love.
You're
I'm one
caught
up.
up on it? Wait, you watched the episode today?
Yeah. You told me to.
I just didn't think you would do it that quickly, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I made that my priority. Like I watched
Okay,
that
cool.
show to make sure. I did fall asleep in the middle of the second to last episode, not because it was boring, but because I needed a nap. So, uh, so yeah. So I did catch up on that. Caught up on Condition Called Love. I'm one episode behind on A Train to the End of the World, and then everything else I'm 2 episodes behind.
Okay, cool.
Where you at?
So I read today A Certain Magical Index New Testament Volume 2.
Is that series
which,
ever going to end?
No, I mean they're in Genesis Testament now, so they're like 25 like novels ahead of where they're probably more than that at this point of where I
Oh my
am,
god.
because it goes Old Testament, New Testament, Genesis Testament, and it never needs to end. It's so good. It is so good. He wants to have the author wants to have the record for the most light novels in a single series.
Man, I can't even write a single book. Kudos to him.
Yeah, I think, and he puts them out at a quick pace. I'm talking like every 4 to 6 months.
To be fair, light novels are shorter.
Yeah, his aren't though.
How many pages are there?
It depends. The volume 1 of this one was like 300, and then this volume was 150. So it really just depends on what he's feeling in the moment.
So just however much writing he can get in the 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. So 150 was easy. That was like an hour and a half read. That's a quick read. But then I am all caught up on every seasonal, but as I texted you today, Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Nights episode today emotionally broke me at the end. I can't function emotionally. And I just, do you understand why? Did it resonate with you at all? Do you have feelings?
Well, I do have a lot of feelings. I cry very frequently. However, I did not cry at this.
I just don't get you.
I do think I don't get me either. So that makes 2 of us.
Riri's vocal performance for Kano at the end of today's episode, and then the cut to Mahiru and her face.
I didn't know you felt like that.
Yeah, that's what you think of me.
Yeah.
It tore me to shreds. I couldn't do it. Even thinking about it, I can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a really, really emotional moment, and I think that especially because I think that this is really well written because you can kind of follow the train of logic from both ends, right? Because Mahiru just wants to become better so that she can, uplift her group with her, right? And it's also an opportunity to go big with her art. Sorry, mild spoilers. I'm trying to keep it generic. This is also a good opportunity for her art. But the other on the other side, we see all of this background stuff with her previous group, her mom, all of that stuff, and she's scared to lose her but also scared that something bad will happen to her. And so it's you can kind of see the logic as you follow it through, and it feels like a natural conclusion to all of those big emotions kind of coming into contact with one another. But I have a strong feeling that they'll be able to resolve it. So I wasn't too.
They got 3 episodes. That. They got 3 episodes to fix this emotionally for me.
I mean, they might be able to fix it in 1 episode, to be honest.
I mean, maybe, but I just don't want to have to wait a week.
Yeah, I don't want to have to wait a week either, but we're gonna have to. And knowing me, I'll probably wait 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Train to the End of the World though was kind of not, it wasn't emotional, but it was definitely more of this week's episode definitely focused more on the backstory world building. So I think that was a good choice. I think a lot of things are doing that. Spice and Wolf was really good this week. Man, and people, I saw somebody saying this season sucks, and I'm like, this season's great. You have no idea what you're talking about. A Condition Called Love was back to being peak romance this week.
I thought it was
was-
actually I went like watching that episode that you were like, "Oh, people were kind of complaining about this week's." I don't think I agree with the complaints.
No,
Like I
I was
understand.
complaining. I didn't really like it.
Oh, you were complaining. Yeah, I don't agree with the complaint. Like I just think that
Yeah,
it
that's
was
fine.
I think it was like it was still like a really good episode. I think that like he like Kananoi is kind of a weird dude in general, but he also has like a really weird
You
upbringing
think?
where he like wasn't socialized like with other like obviously with his peers or his parents. So like if he has no socialization, like he doesn't know how to react or do anything.
Yeah, but
So
I mean, no spoilers. What was with that reveal at the end of this week's episode, though?
oh my god. Okay, I thought based on the reveal from last week, I thought it would be that he started the rumors. I'm so glad that that's not what it was. Like I was so scared. I was like, "Oh my god, what if he's the one that cuz she's like, "Oh, the rumors just started from somewhere."
Yeah,
I thought it was him, so I got scared, but it's not. The reveal at the end of this episode was so cute. He's
I just I
he's
didn't see
so
it
cute.
coming. Um, but I thought this one was really cute, really good romance. For both of them, but especially for Blanken. What's her name?
Oh, the girl?
Hotaru.
Yeah.
Um,
Otako.
Hotako. Yeah, no. I thought it was really good development for her this week, so I really
Dude,
liked
the
it.
Hotaru Iko like the Iko dane, I was like, "Oh my god."
Petting the head.
Oh, kill me.
It's
I
so good.
still haven't found anybody to simp after me in the same way. Applications are
You
open.
just need to find an emotionally neglected boy who was abandoned and has a lot of issues, you know?
This sounds like right up my alley. Let me tell you. I tell you what. That sounds
Ho-
like a good time.
Hotaro's one bad thing away from being like, I can fix him.
You know, honestly, I can fix him.
No. Um
No,
but yeah, no,
I think they're so cute together. I do think that something needs to happen that's kind of like a bigger like cuz I think he's still like it's almost holding her on like a pedestal and like I think like something needs to
yeah.
happen that kind of levels them out. I think that they're working towards it. Like I think it'll be okay obviously because it's a romantic
Also,
thing. But
maybe this is just asking for too much like other side characters, but can we get like a double date with, her friend and her boyfriend? Like
we kind of did, didn't we? We got a triple date, didn't we?
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't really into it, you know.
Well, he's never going to be.
He was
I
better
think
in that phone
the only
call,
person
you
that he's
know.
gotten yeah, that's fair. I think the only person he's gotten along with even kind of so far is the manager. That's it.
Yeah. Oh man. But no, everything continues to be great. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I liked Kaiju number 8 this week.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so
I
proud of
liked
you.
it. I thought it
I
was
haven't seen it, but yeah.
I thought it was a well directed and paced episode. I thought that the comedy wasn't over the top, and I thought everything that was supposed to be funny landed well because it wasn't like shoehorned in and like forced. Um, and Shinomiya and Kafka had some good scenes. So but also
Mhm.
Mina.
Yes,
Because
Mina. She's so cool.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shipping Shinomiya and Kafka, but
No, 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 no.
they interact more.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
I don't think that in my opinion, like I don't think that they have like a romantic relationship
I
at
want
all.
them to have more of like a proud father embarrassing his daughter kind of relationship.
Yeah, I think from what I've experienced, that's kind of what it is. Because I mean, to be fair, I'm not completely caught up with the manga, but I think that like she doesn't really have a father figure that cares about her. They've like illustrated that very
Yeah.
early on in her character. So I think that she does need like some sort of father figure, and I think that Kafka is not super old, but like definitely old enough that he can be something similar for her. So
I was gonna call him an old dude, but he's only like 3 years older than me. So
I was gonna say he's like your age, Kyle.
yeah, we'd be homies, We would just be hanging out. cutting
Yeah, he
guts
just
up.
like, yeah, I was gonna say, and he just like randomly turns into a crazy monster. And you're like, oh yeah, that's cool.
I'd be like, how do I get that? I'm
I don't know
jealous.
if I'd want. I don't know if I'd want his power
I would.
specifically.
I mean, I would still want the ability to transform into a crazy powerful
A
monster.
kaiju.
What? Sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean,
Maybe
no,
if you
I
put
can't
on
get
like,
behind it.
maybe if you put on like a cape and like a costume or something, maybe people would treat him more of like a superhero, less of a villain.
No
They'd be
capes.
like, oh, look at this guy. He's clearly a hero. No bad guy would wear a cape.
You know what? As Edna Mode says, no capes.
Fine. Also, my hero has been really good this season and it's continued to be
Ugh.
good. So.
I got spoiled. I'm really Kate. I have some for real beef. I got spoiled. You won't believe this by Crunchyroll's Instagram account.
For like this week's episode,
Last week's, like somebody like dying.
nobody died last week.
Whoever it was, like somebody got messed up, and they like posted a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
They
I
straight
know
up
who you're.
posted a picture of it, and I was like, "Are you effing kidding me?"
Yeah, it's not that important though. You'll be fine.
I know I will because I've spoiled on literally every damn thing in this show. But I was like, Crunchyroll, like this, you can't be serious with this.
They're just trying to
Anyways.
advertise, I I don't know, but this season's great. I'm loving everything so far.
Okay, wait. Do you guys? I don't know if you can see in this camera, like right here. My cat's
What?
legs. She's like reaching up on the. She does this thing where she's like laying down and she like reaches up onto the headrest and like puts her
Oh, I
paws
can
up.
barely see it. Yeah.
And she's done now, but yeah, she reaches up and then like dangles herself off of the headrest like she's drama. Anyways, she was doing that for a second. Sorry. We have a lot of gay news
Oh,
this week, you guys.
hold on, real quick. I have an
Before gay
update.
news, okay.
I have an update. You know how I contacted Yen Press
Oh
about
yeah.
Lycoris Recoil? I
Yep.
can officially confirm it is now available for pre-order physically everywhere,
Okay.
including Amazon. So
Look at
I have
you
solved.
putting the work in.
I have solved the issue.
Okay. It's a thankless job. Nobody's gonna know it was you.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
Yeah. Great responsibility and all that, right?
Yeah. All right, we can get to your
It's my gay
gay
news.
news now. The
Yay!
first one's
Okay.
not gay news, though.
It kind of is.
In what way?
It feels like the show could end up being gay. So we have a new trailer for Oshi no Ko season 2. The new season featuring the manga's 2.5D stage play arc. I don't know what that means, but that's what it says. Starts July 3rd. This is from Kara Dennison at Crunchyroll. I can't believe
the
it's
stage
like a month
play
away.
is the stage play is what the role that Akane and Kana got and Aqua got at the end of season 1.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
So
Okay,
this arc is fire. It is so good.
okay. Wait, is it just like good like how would I describe it? Like is it good like just like good show, like good entertainment, or is it like good like it further along like you understand the mystery more? Like are we going to understand more mystery stuff?
You're gonna get more Aqua progression in his pursuit.
Interesting. Okay.
And you'll also get some other characters development and other stuff. Oh, it's so good. It's
Okay.
so good. Kana and
All
Akane
right.
definitely
Let him
are
cook.
top tier in this arc.
Okay. Well, you know how I feel about Kana, but
That she's the best and you love her.
no, I really don't like her, but
I
don't understand how you like I feel like every time you watch a show you're able to identify the person I don't like and immediately start simping.
You just don't understand, she's
I don't.
misunderstood.
I don't understand.
She's clearly the best girl. Look at this.
I don't think just because you have a poster that's how it works. If those are the rules, I'll follow along. But then Rem's also best girl.
Oh, damn.
So
no, they all get a lot more development. Ruby has less appearances in this arc, but she has some funny
that's fine.
moments.
I
How
don't.
dare you?
I don't. It's not that I hate Ruby. I just, out of all the characters, like I think I'm okay without like I think Aqua's clearly, in my opinion, like the most intriguing character. Not to say that like Ruby can't develop more as time goes on, but
Oh, they will. They'll develop.
You guys, I have a huge pile of necklaces on my desk. I apologize. It's really distracting me. It's like 10 necklaces all tangled together. So that's what I'm
trying to get her life together.
My life will never be put together unless I have somebody like doing it for me.
Anyways, speaking of season 2, Blue Lock anime reveals new teaser visual and cast. Season airs October 2024. Also coming pretty soon. Let's go.
Also need to finish that.
You never finished Blue Lock? No. How is that even possible? It was so long ago.
I don't know. I still haven't finished the last season of My Hero, so
that's less important
than Blue Lock. I don't know. Did you see that? Yeah, you did. The Instagram I sent you that was like Blue Lock versus IQ. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
It was like, so it was this Instagram post where this guy was making fun of Blue Lock, how intense Blue Lock is, where he's like, I'll murder your whole family. And then IQ's like, I love playing sports.
We're friends.
It was just really funny.
But that's it. Blue Lock's coming back. It's gonna be good. Do your next one.
My next one is I'll actually take the next two, so that way you don't have to worry about it. So it's a BL Twilight Out of Focus, which is Tasagare Out Focus. So this manga is getting an anime.
You skipped number 3.
Oh, did I? Dang it. You're right. I did. I'll go back to number 3. I need to get look, there's a lot of gay news this week. I get excited. Anyways, so for Twilight Out of Focus, the website for the anime this week revealed a new trailer featuring the theme songs, the visuals, some new visuals, and a release date of July 4th. So it'll be next season. This comes from Alex Mateo from Anime News Network. I'm glad I'll have at least one BL for summer.
Some Independence Day BL.
You know what? I didn't even clock that. But yeah, you are right. Some Independence Day BL. I don't pay attention to holidays for the most part.
Especially. I'll do number 3 that you skipped, and then you can do 5, and then I'll do 6.
Are you sure you want to do 3? Because
yeah,
it's big news.
Heaven's Official Blessing novel gets new deluxe hardcover.
Yeah,
that's the big news.
Yeah, it's big news.
Okay, so each deluxe hardcover will re-release of 7 Seas best-selling English language paperback features special embellishments, including a new metallic foil illustration on a cloth hardcover, a dust jacket with all new art, printed edges, and a cloth bookmark. I actually saw these, what they look like. They look really good.
They're fire. They're fire. Yeah. I have literally all of, so this is MXTX is the author. And I have all of her manhwa and novel, like Danmei, like up there, like on the top of my bookshelf.
Are you gonna get crazy?
These? Yeah, 100%. I own the paperback versions too. I'm getting the deluxe.
These look better than the paperback versions, though.
I mean, you're not wrong. They're supposed to look better because they're deluxe editions.
Plus, hardcover. I love a good hardcover.
I love a good hardcover, man. Ugh, I love books. I love buying books. Somebody said to me that buying books is a different hobby from reading books, and it's so true. And I'm really into buying books.
Yeah, I'm not a part of that category. I read every book I find.
I have not read most of the books that I own, I think.
Well, you know, maybe you'll read number 5.
Good segue. I actually have already read that. So I actually own this. So number 5 is Yuki Fumino's I Hear the Sunspot BL manga is getting a live action series. You guys, I'm so excited about this. This manga is so sweet, so cute. It's so good. Anyways, I own the whole series. It's on my bookshelf right now. The series will air July 3rd. The drama stars Motoki Nakazawa as Kohei Sugihara and Toranosuke, my God, Kobayashi as Taichi Sagawa. This is the first time that these two actors are starring in a live action series on broadcast television. This comes from Anita Tai, Anime News Network. I'm sure, Kate, most of the time BL live action series are kind of cheesy and just kind of, but regardless, this manga is really, really a very cute and sweet story. It's about this guy that's deaf, and so like they're college kids and or college students, and they he one of the kids is deaf, and he has a hard time making friends because like obviously like he can't really interact with anybody, and he starts to interact with this other dude and they fall in love.
So it's a sign of affection.
Kind of.
Little
I would say
boys.
it's like a little bit um it does have a different vibe from Sign of Affection. Sign of Affection has more of like the cutesy sweet kind of feel, whereas this is more of like wholesome, calm kind of feel. It does kind of get darker in the later uh novel or later manga, but eh, eh. We'll ignore that part. it's really good.
Sure we will.
Okay, next one, more gay news.
Yeah, like bad news though. So Whisper Me a Love Song. Yeah, Whisper Me a Love Song episode 8. The premiere has been delayed on High Dive until 10:30 p.m. Eastern at the time of recording, or 2:30 UTC. But episode 9 will be delayed 2 weeks and premiere on June 22nd. June 8th will instead be a recap episode of episode 1 and 2. June 15th will recap episodes 3 and 6.
That's
This
weirdly 3 through 6 or just 3 and 6,
3
skipping
through
4 and
6.
5. Oh, okay.
3 through 6.
Okay.
And this comes a day after on Twitter and in some other sources were reporting or like leaking rumors that there's been a lot of issues, and the issues apparently started before the first PV even aired. The PV was delayed constantly. It only aired for like, they only did like a 20-second one when they were supposed to do like a minute and a half one. The director changed, and there was a bunch of things that happened prior to airing. But then the rumor is that basically almost the entire staff has left the like project, and they've been like putting people like in makeshift teams, and they've been like sleeping at the studio and like crunching to get episodes out. And that's why that, and in combination with like
Oh my God.
outsourcing to different studios, is why you've had such horrible animation, and how every episode has felt like different in some ways. And some of the issues, were the fact that Yuri and Hima's faces are constantly changing in the animation. They have disappearing microphones during all the like vocal performances. They forgot to animate Mari, the drummer, in one of the live stage performances. She's just not there. The fade out transitions, etc. So a lot of this is unconfirmed and is just being leaked. So it is rumors, but I mean, if you put everything together, like it's kind of adding up. There are
Kind of
some
smoke there's fire kind of moment.
Yeah, there are some inconsistencies. Like one of the people claimed that there are only like 2 to 4 people animated the concert scene in episode 6. But if you look at the credits, there's clearly more people credited than 2 to 4. But then there's rumors that there's a lot of people being uncredited for things. So I like read all this for like an hour, and I went down like the whole rabbit hole of just what was trying to go on. Especially after they announced the episode 8 delay in time, and then episode 9 delay. I was like, okay, well, I'm like, clearly something has gone wrong, and it makes me so angry because this could have literally been another like Bloom Into You situation where it's like, you know, a benchmark for like the Yuri genre, and it's something that everyone recommends. Instead, it's being made fun of for how poorly it's animated and how bad the adaptation is. And like there was a rumor that the author stopped watching because he doesn't like it. And the series, like the manga is so good. Like legitimately one of my favorite mangas that I'm reading. And the adaptation just getting like this much bad press and having this many problems is such a bummer because I was so excited for it. And I'm like, well, like if I rate it at the end of the season, like I don't know, like a 5, but that's not like my overall feelings on like it as a series, I guess. I don't know, it just bums me out.
Yeah.
Reading all these horrible things about the production of what should have been another like Bloom Into You and high mark situation for the genre. Instead, it's this crap.
Yeah, man, it really is a bummer. I think like takeaway probably is just like go read the manga.
Yes, definitely go read the manga. So much better, just miles better, from the art to the pacing. Just it's so much better. Having said that, I'm gonna keep watching and see what they do. I'm not gonna watch these recap episodes because I never watch recap episodes, and I don't need to watch them. I also think it's a little egregious that they're doing 2 recap episodes, splitting like episode 1 and 2 that needs a whole episode, but then 3 through 6 gets one episode. Like I'd rather just you not air something for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my rant.
Sad day.
Yeah, I hear like fireworks going off outside. So
Did you tell them that it's not July yet?
no, I don't know who's doing it, so I can't.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear them?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. Well,
They're not super loud.
To...
No, you're fine. They're not super loud. It's just kind of like a little sound in the background. Anyways, okay, you guys. So in honor of Pride Month, I thought it would be fun for the topic of the show to be our favorite BL/GL. So yeah, we can just give you some recommendations for what to watch for the month of June.
Sure. You want to go first, or do you want me to?
You know what? You can go first because I'm just so nice.
All right. The first one I'm gonna recommend is Adachi and Shimamura. Now the anime doesn't fully adapt even up to like the best part, but it's still really cute and wholesome and like fluffy. And Adachi is one of my favorite characters in any series, so watch it.
Okay. I just did a quick search because to be completely frank, there's not a lot of BL anime. So I just did like a quick search of like best BL anime. One of the things that came up actually concerns me because what came up is More Than a Married Couple, but not lovers. And I don't
is it the guy and his friend? Is that what they're calling it?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, this is not a BL. There's nothing going on in this. So why is this listed here? Anyways, stuff to be figured out later. They do list free here, which technically is not a BL either, but it is.
Got those undertones, you know?
Oh yeah, it's not even undertones. It's like heavy overtones. Like serious overtones. Anyways, my first recommendation will be Yuri on Ice. I think that this is a really, really good anime to watch regardless. I think it has a lot of really rest in peace to the movie. I think that it has a lot of really good moments. It's really cute, really sweet. It's about this guy who um is kind of performing on an international performing ice skating on an international competition stage, and he receives a call from his parents that his childhood dog has passed away, and he already kind of has performance anxiety, so that kind of makes him spiral down into his anxiety. He messes up the performance. He decides that he just needs to go home and be a sad boy for a while, and then his idol comes to get him and says, "I'm going to be your coach. Let's go." It's really good. I really love Your Honest. I've watched it, I think, 3 or 4 times now.
My next one is going to be Sakura Trick. Now, so basically the premise is that like two girls are like starting like high school, and they're worried. The one is worried that their friendship isn't going to be like as special anymore because they're like her friend is like making all these other friends. The classic like kind of drifting apart thing. So to counteract that, they kiss, and then it kind of just evolves from there. That's not a spoiler. That's literally like in the first like 5 minutes. But it just it's
What was the
it's
name of that
cute.
one again?
It's Sakura Trick.
Okay.
It's cute. It's not like super serious. There's no like, there's like one plot point that comes up, but for the most part, it's mostly just them trying to like hide the relationship from everybody. So.
Okay. What else do I want to talk about? Next, I will talk about Sasaki and Miyano. One of the ones that Kyle has actually seen.
I have seen this one, yeah.
Yeah, you did. Sasaki Miyano is about this guy who is really into BL manga. He's a fudanshi. And he ends up recommending it to this other guy, like one of them, and they start talking about the mangas like back and forth. And yeah, it's just like a little cute high school romance. It's really, really sweet. What did you think about Sasaki and Miyano?
It's not like my favorite thing I've ever seen, but it was good. I thought the relationship was well done. I liked the characters. I like that there were other characters that were clearly also,
Yeah,
getting it
okay.
on.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
have a whole spin-off for the dude and his roommate.
Yeah, which I found out like after that they have a spin-off like novel or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was good. I did like it. I think it's the first BL I've ever like completed.
Yep.
But yeah, so the next one I'm gonna say is Yuru Yuri. This is a combination of cute girls doing cute things, comedy, and Yuri, but like I don't know. It's like not subtle, but it is subtle Yuri. But then like you get some kissing, but it's like done in a funny way. I don't. It's very good. It's very funny. I like it a lot. And the main character in it has a spin-off where she gets reincarnated as a slime, and she can't do anything. She's completely worthless. It's great. So yeah. It's got like 3 seasons too, so there's a lot to watch.
Okay, cool. My next one will be Banana Fish. This recommendation comes with a warning that like this show is really intense. There's a lot of trigger warnings for this show. So if you were concerned about triggers, I would definitely look up the trigger warnings for this. That being said, I think that this is genuinely one of the best anime of all time. I think that um, it's a very profound story between Ash and Eiji and what they mean to each other. And yeah, the show is really great. Really, really, really great. So it's about, just to give you a synopsis really quick, it's about this kid. It's this Japanese kid and reporter that come from Japan to New York. And they are doing like a report on this gang that's run by this basically kid. I think he's like, I want to say Ash is like, I think he's like 17, 18, or 19. He's like somewhere in there. And he runs this gang in New York. And they want to do like a report on New York gangs. And so they start to meet with him. And yeah. And there is a reason why it's called Banana Fish.
I can't even begin to guess how something about the gangs of New York relates to a banana fish.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about Banana Fish. So I think that's a solid one. I'm gonna do two, just because they're like movies. So they're like, I don't know, they vary in quality, mostly because the movie adaptations rushed a lot of things. But Kase-san and the Morning Glories, really really cute relationship between two high school girls, and kind of the like difficulty of going to like college and figuring that stuff out. But then another one's called Frag Time, where an introvert and like an extrovert, the classic combo. But it's got like some sci-fi thing where one of them stops time, but they can both be moving during it. And so they can only stop it for a little bit of time, and they do, they'll do Yuri things during it.
Of course. What else would you do with stopped time?
I don't know. She looks at girls' underwear, so
Of course.
But yeah, those aren't like 10 out of 10s. I think they're both like, I don't know, 7s. But I think they're fun, easy watches. Your turn. What do you got?
My turn. Next is for me, Sarazanmai. Sorry, I giggle because so it's called Sarazanmai. It's Sarazanmai. There's not an English name. That's just like the title. So this, I have to hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I can't even like describe this anime. Is one of the craziest anime. This is actually one of the anime I'm considering making you watch, Kyle. It's just so crazy off the wall that you were like, what is going on? So this is a TV series that follows 3 middle school students who are transformed into kappas in order to collect shirikodama, which is mythical balls located in the butt that contain a physical manifestation of one's desires. Ikuhara. So this is like a yokai story. This sounds like really crazy.
About turtles finding
kappa.
things in butts.
Kappa are technically not turtle. They're like turtle duck things. Anyways.
They have the turtle shell.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, okay, I know this sounds like so wild. Like this is one of the ones that you kind of just have to like go in blind and just like let it happen to you, because it's actually really, really good. This show, it's like, it's almost it's like that level of ridiculousness as like Train to the End of the World, where it's like you're like, what is like actually what is going on? but it's like really high quality in the same way that Train to the End of the World is, where it's like it's really good storytelling. There's really good music. They'll like randomly break out into song.
You're not selling me on it. I'm gonna be honest. You're not selling me on it.
It's okay. Like I have one ticket to make you watch whatever I think you should watch. And I think an 11 episode show would be not that long. Anyways, I'm not saying that I will for sure, but I'm considering it. Now this show is really so good, you guys. It's really heartfelt. It's really digs into the emotions of like the different characters and the different relationships. There is a lot of interesting stuff here, especially towards the end with one of the guys and his brother. Like there's like this really like almost like it turns really dark for a while. Where this guy is like a criminal and all this stuff. Anyways, but I think you should watch it. It's really good. And it is for sure a BL. I'm not recommending, to be very clear, I'm not recommending anything that is not actually a BL. Like it's not recommending any bait because although there are good baits like free, I'm not recommending any bait.
Yeah. Oh, what do I go with next?
How do you follow?
I'll follow with a bit more normal one of one of my favorite series of the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady, which had an anime like last year. It was great. Not bait, full Yuri with a payoff. That's animated. Really cool world building. I like all the characters. And their designs are really nice. So, watch it.
Okay. Sorry, what was the name of that one more time? I'm just making sure I'm listing these.
Oh, the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady. You got all that?
I think so. Magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady.
Nailed it.
Okay. I'm just typing these down so that way people have like a list to refer to.
Uh-huh.
Heaven Official's Blessing is going to be my next recommendation. It is, I know we just talked about the Danmei, like the deluxe Danmei or whatever. It is also there is a live action that's technically like inspired by Heaven Official's Blessing. I'm not recommending that, but there is an anime. And I think that the anime is really, really well done. I think that most people that like are fans of BL agree that it's one of the best BL. I think that it's really cozy. And it has a really Heaven Official's Blessing, like the story behind it is like this really long standing kind of sprawling story about like this, like a demon king and like a god and like all of this crazy stuff. So you're really getting into something really cool. The brief synopsis here is disgraced crown prince Xie meets a mysterious demon king who rules the worlds of ghosts and terrifies the heavens. So there's your little short synopsis.
Okay. How many more you got? I'm trying to plan out my list.
You trying to keep up?
No, I have plenty more. I'm just trying to plan out.
I'm still looking. Right now I have 4 more.
You have 4 more. Okay.
Right now, I'm still looking to make sure that I am paying attention.
While you're still doing that, I'm gonna go with one of the more well-known ones, which is Citrus.
Ooh, that is a very well-known one. I do know that one.
Yeah. So Yuzu and
that one's Forbidden Romance.
They're not related.
They're just, stepsisters.
Yuzu may become stepsisters. Romance happens from there. And May has some complicated things going on, but Yuzu also does. And apparently there's a sequel manga series called like Citrus Plus, but I don't know anything about that. but Citrus is enjoyable for what it is, as long as you don't like take it too seriously. I don't think it's the best for girl love that's been animated, but I I don't know anyone who likes the genre that hasn't watched it, I guess.
Fair enough.
But
Fair enough.
but
I think that
if
one's
you're
like
not
a
into
classic Yuri to recommend.
it, yeah.
Okay. I am going to stick with my 4, I think. There's a couple others that I could recommend, but I think I'm gonna keep it here. Okay, anyways, my next recommendation is number 6. Number 6 is a dystopian future kind of anime. It's in the near future. Most of mankind lives in a handful of city-states. There for the privileged elite, life should be perfect. And then this kid kind of notices that things aren't really what they seem. And he meets this kid. His name is Nezumi, which means like rat. And as he meets this other person that's kind of from outside the walls, like things start to fall into place and this crazy plot unfolds. This one definitely leans on the dystopian / sci-fi sides of things. And it's just kind of light BL. It's really good. It was produced by Bones. Yeah, it's good. Really like this one.
Produced by Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of it.
This is a good one. I'm actually surprised you haven't seen this one because this one is like, it's very, very light on the BL. Like, very, very light. But...
Oh, I mean, so the next one I'm gonna do is just Bloom Into You.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's a masterpiece. It's not only one of the best Yuri mangas ever made, but it's like the gold standard for Yuri anime at this point. So Yu's like starting her high school, and she's not really like into like love or anything. And then she meets like Toko, who's like her upperclassman, and she's like into the fact that Yu's not like into love, and they like make out. Clearly, like Toko and you are like into each other, but like they're not like, I don't know. It's a lot of complicated emotions. There's other people who have clearly crushes on these characters, but it's really great to see how Yu changes as a character after experiencing different feelings.
Why are there fireworks on my end now?
I don't know.
What the heck? Sorry. Anyways, experiences different feelings. That freaked me out.
Yeah, and different emotions, and how Toko reacts to her Yu as she changes and how it changes their relationship. So, have you ever seen Bloom Into You?
I've seen like 2 episodes, maybe 3.
How dare you? Watch it.
Or else what? No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
You should. It's really good.
Let's see. Next, I'm going to recommend Doukyusei, which the English translation is classmates. But if you look it up as classmates, it's hard to find. You actually have to search Doukyusei, which is the Japanese word for like same year classmates. Anyways, so Doukyusei is a really cute, it's a very soft romance. It's a short movie. I think that the movie is like just about an hour. So it's definitely like a shorter film, and it's just two classmates with very different interests, very different vibes meet and fall in love. Just a really cute. It's really cute. There you go.
So the next one, how many? You got 2 more, right?
I have 2 more, and then I want to recommend one manga series.
Okay.
So
So the next one that I guess recommend, even though I'm not super big on it, just because it does involve cheating, and I'm not really
oh,
into
I
that.
hate that. Oh, I know what you're talking
Um,
about.
do you?
Yeah, Scum's Wish, right?
No, I was talking about Netsuzou's Trap.
Oh, those ones are very close.
Yeah. I don't like Scum's Wish either.
I
So,
don't like either of them. That's
but basically, Yuma and Hotaru are like childhood friends, and then they like make one of them makes a move on the other one, and it kind of just evolves from there. I don't really like it.
it's some people will definitely like it.
Yeah, if you're fine with that thing, like go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like they have boyfriends and they're cheating on their boyfriends with each other and like
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Like just break up.
Yeah, I feel the same. My next recommendation is going to be The Stranger by the Beach. Sometimes it's called The Stranger by the Shore. It is also known as, I believe, Umibe no, let's see, it's Stranger, I think. Okay, Umibe no Etoranze. There we go. There's the Japanese name as well, but I think it's like Stranger by the Shore or Stranger by the Beach, just depending on which one you look at. This is this is just a really short movie. This one's actually on Crunchyroll. The other one that I recommended is not. It's on Amazon Prime. But it's just this like really sweet BL where these two boys meet in Okinawa, and um they kind of grow close together, and then they end up moving, and they like promise to keep in contact, and then they don't, and then he moves back after a couple years. And yeah, this is one of the few BL that I think actually tackles like it's not just like a cute BL romance. It like actually tackles like what it really would mean to be gay in Japan. Um and like the kind of consequences of that. So it does have some like serious undertones, but overall, I think it's a pretty cute show, and the animation is stunning. The art is so incredible.
Cool.
That's mine.
Cool. The last one that I'm gonna bring up
Okay.
is a 12 episode series, but each episode is 3 minutes long.
Okay.
And it is called Inugami-san to Nekoyama-san. uh, and as the title implies, a cat loving expert and a dog loving expert. They have some comedy moments that lead to a less than normal relationship, as it's put in the description. Also, there's a cow-like upperclassman.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. These are full like human people. Like these aren't animals. They're people.
Oh, okay.
It's just a comedy bit.
Okay. My last anime recommendation is going to be Given. This is
Knew it.
it's really good.
It is really good.
There's like nothing like him singing Fuyu no Hanashi. Like that song makes me feel so many feelings. Anyways,
You don't have feelings.
I tell you what, I have so many feelings when I listen to that song. I just sob. Because it's so incredibly well written. Centennial really ate with that. Anyways, so you so Given is a romance anime TV show that kind of it follows this kid that wants to learn how to play his guitar. So he finds out this other guy knows how to play guitar, and so he bugs him to teach him. Because he like it's really important to him that he learns how to play this guitar. So he eventually like gives in, starts teaching him guitar. They let him join their band. And yeah, things just go from there because it's so cute. It is technically written as a haiku fan fiction, you guys. So if you like Kageyama and Hinata, this is technically a fan fiction.
Cool.
Do you have any manga like that doesn't have an anime adaptation that you would recommend?
Yeah, Cheerful, Amnesia.
I hate Amnesia tropes.
Yeah, but this one's done really funny. So it's
Okay.
and in Entangled Assortments, also really good. It falls like it like introduces you to one couple, and it's like two people that meet that have like very different like lives, but they get like entangled with each other and it forms like a relationship. But then the people they know also get like entangled and they form a relationship. So it keeps like adding more relationships to the like
What's
overall
the name of that one?
Entangled Assortments.
Okay.
You
guys, I'm writing these all down for you. You can thank me later.
The whole of humanity has gone Yuri except for me.
Okay.
I have so many. I could just list all of them. I'll list.
I mean, we
more.
don't have to like do a bunch, but like
I'll list one more. Which love is love?
Is it WITCH or WHICH?
WHICH.
Okay.
Which is a girl like confesses her love to her friend, but gets rejected, and then she goes to college, and she's like all about it. She's like, I'm gonna find a cute girl to be my girlfriend or whatever. But then she finds like 4 cute girls and she can't make up her mind, and she just is going. She's not like hopping between them, but she has situations with each of them where she's trying to figure out how she feels. It's very good.
Okay, cool. So since you recommended a couple, I'm going to reciprocate a couple for BL. So my first recommendation is going to be hold on. What is the name of it? I can literally see it. You guys, Castle Swimmer. There we go. So Castle Swimmer is this really, really cute, like genuinely incredible story. It's on Webtoon technically. I believe that you can also follow her on Patreon and just get the episodes directly through there if you'd prefer. But I think most of it is free on Webtoon. She is now putting her like Webtoon, or it's become popular enough that they're like getting a physical print now. The first volume I've already pre-ordered. It's coming out in October, I believe. But Castle Swimmer is this really, really cute story about these 2 mermaid-ish kind of people. One of them's like technically a shark, one of them's a mermaid. But they have, so
how's that work?
Well, they're like literally like mermaids. They just have like different kinds of tails. What?
Want to be mermen?
I guess, yeah. Don't know. Yeah, I guess technically would be mermen. Anyways, so it's about this one guy who is like supposed to be like the destiny for a bunch of different tribes, and so everybody's looking for him. The other person's tribe ends up finding him first. They capture him, they put him in prison because they need to keep him there until they can kill him, because if they don't kill him, their tribe will end up dying. And they put him in prison, and then stuff goes from there. This is one of the best written stories I've like ever read. It's like when I read it, it was the entirety of season 1 was out, but nothing else was. And I remember like craving the story so much. Like I wanted to read it so bad. I was like, I have to read more of it, but there was no more to read.
The other tags for this story are like jailbait and locked up.
No. Anyways,
It's a prison love story.
It kind of is, but actually not really.
Oh.
So next is my next recommendation is going to be Love Tractor. This one's on Tappytoon.
Love Tractor. He's either in love with a tractor or he's in love with a farmer, right?
It's a farmer. Yeah.
Oh, I knew it.
It's so good. So Love Tractor is about this. It's about this guy who is going through a breakup. His he ends up like moving out to the countryside to deal with some family obligations. And he is they're technically not broken up, but they're also not together, where he's like kind of dealing with this person that like he's kind of tied to and can't get away from. But he ends up moving to the countryside. He meets this other guy, and they're so cute. Like
And they plow some fields.
I literally can't. This one actually is completely safe for work. The only stuff that they have here is like implied sex scenes, and it's
Finally
much
harvest
later.
some grain.
Yeah, they do
Plant
harvest
those seeds
things because they're farmers. Well, one of them is a farmer. The other one is a musician.
This is a good time to bring up our sponsor, FarmersOnly.com.
I'm surprised you didn't pull up your drink or whatever.
Oh, bubbly?
Yeah.
I got the raspberry one today.
Oh my god, I hate raspberries so much. They're
ridiculous.
So disgusting.
They're so good.
Okay, so my last recommendation will be Heesu in Class 2. This is from Lezhin. You can read it on Lezhin. It's a very cute, really sweet story. It's about this guy who is in love with his best friend, and he just kind of is okay with like cheering for him from the sidelines, and like listens to his girl problems and stuff. And then one day he ends up like, there's this rumor that starts that's like, if you have a love problem, go to Heesu in Class 2 and he'll like solve your love problems. And so everybody starts turning to him for his love problems, or for their like love problems, to give his advice, but he's never been in love, so he's just kind of floundering. This one's really, really a cute story. It's very, very fluffy, and a very, very satisfying conclusion for the romance. So
Cool.
Those are my 3 recommendations for reading if you want to read something. Sorry, all different websites. I actually read on more websites than this. I read like Webtoon, Tappytoon, Lezhin. I read, there's like I think 3 other websites that I use, because
you can buy all mine on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles or any other bookstores.
Unfortunately, you can't buy most manhwa via manhwa. You just have to do it online and buy the chapters. True story.
Well, I think the market is spoken then.
Yeah. I mean, I bought, they published, who was it? BJ Alex. They published that one in like physical copies, and those copies are freaking expensive, Kyle. They're so expensive, but I bought them because I was like, you got to vote with your wallet. No, just because I wanted to own them.
BJ Alex.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not talking about like blowjobs. It stands for something. It's a Korean word that's like, he is like a streamer, basically. They have like a word for streamer, and that's like the abbreviation. There are BJs in it, but that's a different story.
Don't kick us off YouTube.
Anyways, so you guys have a ton of recommendations for the month of June. These will be in the description, and I will also post them to our Discord.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to.
Do it.
I'm going to.
Oh, okay. Good. Good. Just making sure, I wanted to just trying to give you that motivation.
Yeah. So I'll post it later, probably today or tomorrow, depending on how motivated I feel after this recording. So, yep, I will let you guys go. Before I do, I want to give a shout out to our current patrons. So we have Alpaca Tom, Fabulous Breanna, Brianna's mom, Brianna's brother, Lindsay, Nikolai at Night, Cypher Primus, Brendan Myers, Marcus O'Neill, Lillian, Mimi J, David Hotwright, Dave Harp, the Xbox Expansion Pass, Lee Navarro, Silicanet, and Ellery Woods Parker III, which I have an ongoing theory. That's a very British name, so it might be Sam.
It's definitely not Sam.
No, it's not Sam. He wouldn't support us. He doesn't believe in the product. No, I'm just kidding. I really appreciate the new patron. You guys can join too. $1 will get your name read. You can get a bunch of stuff early access. And you can even do a free trial for 7 days to check out some of the content. So thank you again for your support, patrons, and myself.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you.
Way to go, everybody. And Bree.
And Bree. It's like my whole family. Anyways, where can people find you?
Discord.
All right. You can find me at Fabulous Breanna, FABULIST BREANNA. And you can find Save the Game Media at Save the Game Media or Save Game Media for Twitter /X because the name was too long. So,
or that weird threads thing Kevin's always talking about.
Does he actually get on Threads?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't.
He talks about it sometimes.
I get notifications for Threads, but I'm like, eh.
I don't even know what these things are.
It's like Twitter, but for Instagram.
All right. Well.
Okay. All right, guys. We will let you go. We'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out and happy Pride.